Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Talk About Sleep, based on the book Let's Talk About Sleep. The Amazon link to this is in the description box below. After we get to 1,000 subscribers, we are going to send a signed copy of this book to one lucky viewer, so keep an eye out for that. As I always say in these videos, these are for educational purposes only, so this should not supplant or take the place of going to see a provider for these conditions. Okay? And then lastly, if you like this video, please click like. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. And without much more ado, let's talk about today's video, which is stimulant medication. So, as part of this I Am Tired series, we talked about a few things that we can do for the conditions of hypersomnia, which is sleepiness, or fatigue, or narcolepsy, right? Last video I talked about scheduled naps, which can be very helpful. But sometimes we need more than that. Sometimes we need medications, and I made a video previously on wake-promoting agents, so Provigil, Nuvigil, medications like that, which are safer, I should say, longer term, okay, because these are medications which somebody's going to have to be on, presumably for many, many years. But where this all began is the traditional stimulants, okay, and these are things you've definitely heard of. Adderall, Ritalin, Concerta, Vyvanse, medications like that, the amphetamines, okay, and methamphetamine, which unfortunately has a lot of negative connotation with it, but these medications, when used in the right dosage and the right way, can be super helpful as well. Unfortunately, they do have potential addiction side effects, and they probably will raise blood pressure and or heart rate over time. Okay, but yes, methamphetamine, if you've ever seen Breaking Bad, it's very, very addictive, right? But it does work for these types of these conditions. Okay, so how do they work? How do these traditional stimulant medications work? Well, typically they're taken in the morning, okay, and then so in the brain we have norepinephrine, we have dopamine, there's many other neurotransmitters, but those two specifically, they will cause somebody's attention to increase and they'll cause somebody to wake up, right? So what these medications do, and there's different brands, different names, but the category is very similar in that they will prevent, so the way it works is you have a neuron here, and the way that they talk to each other is through a synapse, right? So they send neurotransmitters back and forth, and that's how neurons talk to each other. The way it happens normally is the neurotransmitter gets released, and then the nerve cell takes it back up. It reuptakes, okay, or uptakes that thing that was released. So the way you may have heard of SSRIs, right? Serotonin reuptake inhibitor. So the way that they work is they flood the synapse with serotonin, prevent it from getting pulled back into the nerve cell, and as a result, there's more serotonin around. The way stimulants work, traditional stimulants, and even some of the wake-promoting agents, the way they work is they put norepinephrine and dopamine into the system, and they prevent it from getting reuptaked. They prevent it from getting taken back up into the nerve cell. So again, there's more of this floating around, hence the increase in energy, the increase in attention. Okay, because these neurotransmitters are responsible for that. Okay, so that all sounds like good things. The problem, though, as I said, is addiction and their effect on the cardiovascular system. Okay, but they do work. Typically, if somebody comes in and we diagnose them with fatigue or idiopathic hypersomnia or narcolepsy, we are going to try other things first. Okay, if those other things like the wake promoting agents don't work, or we get insurance pushback, or there's some other problem, then yes, we may consider one or more of these medications. Okay, we try to avoid them these days if we can, because there are safer alternatives. But that's how they work, and it's important to know about them because there are situations where we may need to use them. Okay, so short video, just want to let you guys know what's out there and what's available. If you have questions, please put them in the comment section below. I read them all. Or on my social media channels, which their link is also in the description. Please pass this on to anybody who has any kind of sleep sleepiness or fatigue disorder. And until next time, sleep well, everyone.